All right, so this is what you got. Injury-wise, bringing Stool, Marquise Brown, Jones, Rice. Can you guys hear me all right? All right. They did not play. The guys that came back were Fulton and Drew Tranquil. Came back and did some individual work. And then the guys at the end there, Lovett tweaked his ankle, but he came back in. And then Smith hurt his finger, but they're going to take care of him up there. He should be all right. All in all, a good practice. Long one today. The guys got a lot of reps in and worked their tail off getting through. We had a little bit of heat today, but I thought the effort was definitely there. One's got a lot of reps in particular. So, anyways, with that, as far as the game goes, since I know you're going to go that direction, the quarterbacks, we situated off the quarterbacks, so they'll each get a quarter. So the first one will be Pat. Second one, it's Minshew, and then Zappy, and then Chris at the end there. All right, so each one gets a quarter. And then everybody kind of follows that as we go. All right? Any questions? Time's yours.
Coach, Drew Godrick's been running with the second team offensive line a lot. What have you seen in him, and where does he kind of fit in right now?
Yeah, he's actually doing a good job. I'm talking about Chew here. So he's actually doing a good job out there. He's worked guard, he's worked tackle, trying to get into that flex position where he can help out and competing. But he's having a good camp so far. I look forward to seeing him in the games.
As an international guy, do you feel like he's ready for maybe the NFL in the regular season?
Yeah, well, he's getting there for sure. Yeah, for sure. This will be a big camp for him as we go. Yeah.
Just considering they're working with a new offensive line starting, is there any consideration to leaving it in a little longer maybe than in previous years?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll play that by ear, but probably not more than a quarter. So
Andy, not that these games don't matter for everybody, particularly for rookies that haven't played this NFL competition. What's the reason?
Yeah, so it's important that they get in. Now they're in front of some bright lights, and it takes it up one more notch. Not quite the season, but you're still in front of a big crowd and against another team. So your adrenaline level gets pushed to another level, and let's see how we do. Yeah.
Would you consider Rashee Rice's groin issue as minor and should be back?
Yeah, it seems to be, but kind of being cautious with that thing.
Did you invite Nohl Williams?
I did, yeah. He was in town, so yeah. Yeah, listen, it's great. It's great to have him. I've watched him grow up, and he's a dad now. His son's with the 49ers doing a nice job, and he's got a daughter that's a heck of a volleyball player, and just watching people grow, I think is a great position that I'm in to see that, and he's got a good heart. He always got a good heart. Yeah.
Coach, the ESPN documentary series starts coming out next week. What was getting in depth like that is a little bit different, at least a different side of you. What kind of went into the decision to do that, take part in that last year?
Well, our owner asked me to do it. So, it's not really my deal, but that's, he's my boss. And so I jumped in on it. And if I'm going in, I'm going in. So I normally go all in.
Was there any point where it was intrusive, or you felt like, Josh, I wish we weren't doing this?
No, I thought the people handled it well. I thought they really did a good job of not being a distraction. I worry about that, and one reason I don't like doing those things. But I thought they actually really handled themselves well, where I wasn't having to tell people, get back, get out of here, do that. That's not what it was. And so my hat goes off to them for handling it that way.
Coach Reid, when evaluating the ones in the preseason game, what do you need to see to know that, all right, they're good, they can come out?
Well, you'd like us to do well, but I know we have other preseason games to really answer your question if I'm going to be truthful about it. So go out and do the best you can. I'm going to keep the numbers down, so the first game, and then we'll see about the second game.
Just a thought on practice today. It seemed to go a little longer than a final practice before a game. Is there a specific reason?
going longer?
Yeah, we don't, listen, I've told you before, we don't spend a ton of time on the game part of it. We try to get our work done in here. I think that's most important right now. We'll give them some stuff this afternoon and talk about it, and they get a walkthrough tomorrow, with the mock game. So, but we're not spending a ton of time on it, and I imagine they're doing the same thing. So, but it's always good to go against somebody else and have a little competition that way.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
Hey Patrick, can we go back a few months before the draft? You're a big draft guy. I just wonder what you thought of Josh Simmons when you were researching him, thinking about him, all those things.
I told Veach when I watched him that he was really good. I think that was the biggest thing. I mean, obviously, the health stuff and stuff like that, I can't be there for those medical stuff and everything like that. But when you watch him on tape, I mean, you realize how talented he was, how strong he was, and the way he was able to move. And so, good for us that we were able to get him and that he's gotten here and he's been healthy so far. And so, he's done a great job, man. I mean, he's gotten better and better. He's learning, and obviously, he's had some highlights and made some big plays, but it's about getting better and better, and he's continuing to do that.
It is camp, but do you feel like Noah Gray's maybe taking it another step?
Yeah, I think you saw that last year, and I think he's just carrying that momentum into this season. He makes plays. I mean, he's not like the guy that's going to go out and like be vocalized about it or kind of show off or showboat or anything like that. He just goes out there and he does his job to the best of his ability, and whenever he gets the opportunity, he makes the play happen. And so that's a guy that I trust a lot. He's learned a ton from Trav, and I think he's going to be a guy that's going to be a vital part of our offense as we continue to push the game even forward.
Patrick, we've seen you throw a lot of, squeeze a lot of passes in the tight days during this camp. Is that because it's training camp, you're scrambling and stuff, or do you want to do more of that in your regular game?
No, we definitely want to push the ball down the field and push the ball into tighter windows this year. I mean, we got the guys that can make the contested catches. I think y'all seen that out here. And the guys we told them we're going to give them a chance, and they got to prove to us that they can make those plays, and they're proving that. And so Coach Reid has been adamant about pushing the ball and trying to make plays happen, and we've been having success with it. And the goal is to keep that going throughout the regular season.
Even with those tighter windows, is it required mentality for you to not maybe see a wide opening? I mean, you threw that pass to Taekwon a couple days ago where he didn't look open at all. He still catches. I mean, is it required adjustment for you mentally there?
I mean, that's how I've always played. I mean, this last few years, I would say was abnormal of not pushing the ball down the field, not being an attacking mindset. And so we're trying to get back to that. And so giving guys chances to make plays. We got the receivers. We got the offensive line blocking. Let's give the guys chances to make plays down the field. And if it's a one-on-one, we think our guys are going to win.
When it comes to that, Patrick, how much of what you experienced last year with the amount of hits, the amount of injuries, how much did that sort of affect your ability to sort of maybe push it a little bit more than you would normally be accustomed to, or does that help you when you get back to being fully healthy?
Yeah, I think it's you don't want it to affect you. I mean, that's the biggest thing. I mean, obviously, last year we didn't play our best offensive football, but to be a great quarterback in this league, you got to stand in there, take the hits, and make the throws. And I think you see the greats do that. And so for me, being able to get back to that mindset and trusting the offensive line, they've done a great job this camp so far, and I'm gonna trust in those guys standing in there, make those throws, and let guys make plays.
What do you want rookies and first-year players to know about their first NFL experience?
Yeah, I think it's going out there and doing what they've done this camp. I mean, obviously it's going to be a bigger stage. You're going up against another team. But I think Coach Reid prepares us better than anybody else in the league to go out there and play your best football. And that's because we practice hard, we practice fast. And so when you get to the game, it's not that huge step up. It's a step up for sure, but it's not that huge step up. So go out there like you practice, have the right mindset, and just play fast and let the rest handle itself.
Given the injuries to the receivers right now, how impressive you been with Brownlee and then Thornton?
Yeah, I mean, those guys got to step up and make plays, and they've done that. And that speaks to the depth of our receiving room this year. And being able to have some guys that just have little nicks and bruises here and there, and they get to rest a little bit, rest their bodies, and other guys step up and make plays, that's a good sign to see. And so Coach Reid, Veach, all those guys brought in a lot of great talented players, and they're making plays whenever they get the opportunity to.
Patrick, you looking forward to throwing against another defense on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily look forward to getting hit. Like, I always like getting hit once, but it's still a shock. I mean, going up against Spags is always tough, but it'll be a good defense that we're going up against, and they have a great scheme and a great coach, and so I'm just excited to see where we're at. Go out there, see where we're at, get hopefully a couple series, and go out there and then play some good football.
And the last thing for me, a lot of talk about smelling salts over the last couple of days. Are you a smelling salt guy?
I'm not a big smelling salt guy. I'm not really hitting people though, and so I know guys are like people do use those not for bad reasons to get themselves ready to go, and so I know we can bring them, but they can't provide them. I don't know how that works, but I'm sure we'll figure out a way. Some people will figure out a way to get the smelling salts out there. I mean, it's a vital part of the football game.
Travis said that the ball's coming out of your hand fast. You've got a live arm. Your mind is better than it's ever been. Do you feel like you're in a position to be your best the next couple of years?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think that's not just me. That's I think we've brought in the players to do that. You know, Veach, like I said, has brought in a lot of great receivers and tight ends and running backs to make plays. The offensive line, we got depth there. They're playing some great football. And then my mindset is to let these guys go out there and make plays. And so I think sometimes you try to do too much when you have too much information. And I feel like at times these last years I've done that, just being smarter and being able to see stuff. But at the end of the day, it's football. And if you think it's one-on-one and your guy can beat that guy, let him have a chance to make a play.
Last three, Nate, Vahe.
Patrick, for you, what's been your different approach this year to camp to kind of coach yourself to an even higher level than you've been before?
Yeah, I wanted to up my mentality. You know, sometimes you get to camp and you just want to. You want to go out there and dominate the day, but I want to dominate every single rep. You know, I want to make sure we're getting the best that we can out of every single rep that we get on the field. If that's even like we had a shift in motions period today where we're just going through the shifts and the motions. I want to make sure that we're getting set, doing those things the right way, and that carries through the entire practice. And there's no days off. You got to get better and better every day. No bad days, and I think that's been something that we've been great at this camp.
Thanks.
Madden rating. We saw Bobby's tweet in relation to that. I know you're further along in your career, but does the Madden rating do anything to you? Or is there any reaction you have to?
I mean, I like playing Madden, so I would like to be rated higher, but I got to play and showcase that stuff on the football field. And so, I believe if I go out there and play the football that I want to play, that we can get to 99 pretty quickly.
Patrick, the people that made the Kingdom documentary describe you as a partner in that. I wonder if you could describe what that means, and have you seen it yet?
I've seen parts for sure. It's a great documentary, and I think obviously the season is part of it, but it's great to see the history of the Kansas City Chiefs. And I saw stuff that I didn't even know. I thought I knew everything about the Kansas City Chiefs. And so the Hunt family, the Kansas City Chiefs, Disney, they all did it the right way. And for them to let me be a part of it in some way, in some form, well, it was really cool for me. But I got to do that after the season. So now we're back to football. But it is cool to see stuff like that done because I've loved those documentaries my whole entire life. And so seeing how the bread is buttered, it was really cool.
Did you have like some editorial say? Were you working on the cutting room floor?
I mean, I do stuff here and there, but like I'm very low on the totem pole. I mean, it's more of like, hey, let's just keep this code word out of there so I can use it this next year and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy as far as those people are amazing at their job, so I'm gonna let them handle that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, go for Chris.
Hey, Chris, what's kind of life at training camp like for you, different from a year ago at this time?
Just like familiar faces, just getting an understanding of what's going on. I'll probably say that's the difference, but yeah.
How long do you feel like it took you to really pick up bags and Mariners defense and kind of what they asked you to do out there?
Every day is like a learning curve, so I just kind of attack the day. So yeah.
How much do you rely on Trent when it comes to learning the nickel?
Any questions that I have, he did it at a high level, so all I got to do is just look over my shoulder and talk to him. So yeah, I'm thankful for him.
And how do you feel you're doing in that regard?
One more time.
How do you feel you're doing in that position in particular?
Good. I just put my head down and just work. That's about it.
What was your experience before the NFL playing for that particular spot?
In college, when I was at SC, I got a little bit of dime, a little bit of safety, a little bit of nickel. So it wasn't brand new when I transitioned over. So yeah.
You've seen it play a couple snaps and safety as well. What's that like?
Good. I always consider myself a football player, so whatever it is that I'm asked to do, I just go out there and do it.
Anyone?
Yeah, and Chris, last year you go through Andy Reid's camp for the first time. This year you know what to expect and everything. How did that help you as a player last year?
It helped me a lot, actually. But again, just being around great guys, Coach Spags, OBC, Coach House, Coach Reid, and just the players. it's been extremely helpful. So I can lean on them anytime.
Thanks, Chris.
Appreciate y'all.
What's going on, guys?
No for no. Hey, Nohl, what's it like trying to learn the Stag's defense first time around?
It's been fun learning the defense, just seeing how the veterans take in the information and just trying to learn something new every day. And I like this defense a lot, so it's just the more I learn it, the more I can fly around.
Nohl, what's it going to mean to you to step on the field Saturday for the first time as an NFL player, given how long you've worked to get to this moment?
It hasn't hit me just yet. I'm just taking it day by day, but it's going to be a blessing, just going out there with my guys, just putting on for the Kansas City, name on my back, and the people next to me. It'll be big.
Generally speaking, how have you evaluated your camp performance so far?
It's been, ups and downs, just putting myself in uncomfortable situations so, I can mess up now and then, in the game when the bullets are really flying, I can, show out for my team.
What has been the most uncomfortable things you've experienced so far?
Just being consistent at the line of scrimmage with my press tech, so just keep working on that, and then just, like you said, learn defense, try to learn different spots, just the overall scheme of the defense.
Cool. Have you ever been to an NFL game as a fan?
Yeah, I've been to one preseason game, and it was Kansas City Chiefs versus LA Rams in the Coliseum. Yep.
When was that? It's a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I knew Anthony Thomas was on the team, so yeah, that was a while ago.
Just how comfortable are you feeling now in the defense and learning and being here for camp now for a couple weeks?
Yeah, I'm getting comfortable more and more. The more I study, the more, it starts to gel with me. And just, like I said, watching the veterans see, they've been in the system for a while. So just learning from them, picking their brains, and I feel like every day I get, a step closer to our goal.
How helpful is it to have a coordinator like Spags who's willing to pull a player aside for just some one-on-one teaching?
It's really helpful. He's a leader of men. He always has great insight. What you should do on certain plays, and that's a DC. So it's like whatever he says goes. And then I'm just hoping I can just meet their expectations and just keep going.
Couple more. Nohl, what has Dave Merritt taught you that's really kind of stuck with you during camp?
Just being vocal, knowing the down and distance every play, just keying in on the details each play, and just like I said, my technique at the line of scrimmage.
Last one. Nohl, you being a rookie, your thoughts on these long drive drills that everyone keeps talking about?
It's great. I mean, that's what's gonna get us in football shape and playing shape. For those big games when the drive does go 15 plus. So it's good for our team.
Great. Thanks, Nohl.